Welcome to the Iron Fork of Friday, folks. Kirk is not here quite yet. He will be here. I promise. I absolutely promise. And as soon as he's here, you're gonna hear this.
Kirk here.
And we'll know Kirk is now available and ready to go. Did he pop up on the screen there?
Yeah, he did, but I accidentally hit it too. I forgot.
No!
I'll reset it. Hold on, let me reset it. Here we go.
Kirk here.
There we go.
We'll hear that as soon as he is available. He's having some PC issues, so we will get him in as soon as physically possible.
Get mad!
That's not what we're doing. But thank you. I appreciate it.
Do you know who I am?
No, I
I'm the
don't.
man who's gonna
What?
burn your house down.
With the lemons?
I need to have that as a separate one. To have the pregnant pause.
You could. We can have that play. We can go through an entire discussion, and then we can hit with the lemons. What was that?
Achievement unlocked.
Oh, right. Kirk, where are you? You cannot hold forever. I'm not I can't blame Khan for this.
We're having too much fun now, damn it.
Stop it!
I didn't touch that one. Damn it.
You're just enjoying pushing buttons again.
Yes. Especially since I built it. And now I will break it.
Well then. I am not hearing anything from Kirk at all. And unfortunately, the Starship Enterprise cannot. Will you stop it?
I've got a feeling Kirk is pressing buttons too.
Is Kirk pressing buttons in this situation?
Kirk? Because I didn't touch that one, and if you didn't touch that, I pressed the I will kill him. I didn't press the news one. Kirk? Where are you?
I would like to know where Kirk is, because he was here.
He was.
Hello.
Okay,
Hello.
there we go. Kirk, get in game fast.
Okay. I'm coming as fast as I can.
Are you also pressing buttons?
I was trying to pull it up on my laptop here, and I may have hit one or two.
That would explain so much. Stop it! You can ignore your 17 texts then.
Do you still have it loaded up, Kirk?
Okay, yeah. Had some computer issues. I believe they're all solved now, hopefully.
Do you still have the soundboard opened up?
Yes, I do.
Good. Okay. Just making sure that way everyone can hear the sounds.
It's important. It's very important. We have a section just called on our soundboard, James T. Kirk on-screen effects.
I'm
Just
that
so everyone
special.
knows.
I'm that special, you guys.
Kirk, you need
I'm
to
here.
hop in game though
I'm here.
right
I'm
now,
here.
Kirk.
I'm here. Open that path.
Okay,
Open it up.
perfect.
Open that lobby.
I already told Jacob to do so. He should be doing it. He should be getting things rolling. Look at that, though. Look at that. Look at the amount of people in game right now.
What's it? Wow, we're about to break 1,000. We're close.
We are about to break the big
Oh, we lost
1K.
one.
4-digit number.
I mean, I've seen it a couple times during a couple other sales, but I mean, this has been a couple hundred players, like in the upper bounds of 500, 600, 700, 800, 900 players for quite some time now.
You know, I think, what is that?
Achievement unlocked. We've been
God
through this.
damn it!
You can't do that. You can't do that.
5, 4.
No, we're not starting yet.
No. There's time. There's time.
Oh, okay.
There's too much time. Yes, failure on your part.
Rob just wants to push buttons.
Yep.
There is absolutely no reason. We're spamming the audience with these sound effects.
Get mad!
Yeah, I think that's report. Like, can I report Rob for mic spamming, even though it's technically not in
Yes.
Guns of Icarus? Like, can I do that?
Yeah. All right, just a second. There we go. All right, Cape Johnson, we're done here. Why is that not a button, Rob?
I didn't have time.
I hate you.
Get mad.
You're right, I'm mad. Whoa, holy shit, that filled up fast.
Ah, that's been open for a while.
Whoo. I look
Like-
back and we're full.
Oh man, it took a little longer than usual. Yeah, there's good old Java taking its sweet time to tell me it's ready to update. Gotta turn my in-game audio off. Okay. Well, after a mad rush home through traffic, and then a computer that's like, I don't think I'm gonna use my graphic card this time around.
So wait, your PC decided it didn't want to use the graphics card at all?
I just kept crashing. It's like your NVIDIA has crashed. Your NVIDIA has crashed. Your NVIDIA has crashed. And I was like, why?
Because you're using an NVIDIA. See? The kids hate it.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Kids hate NVIDIA. It's all I can afford, man. It's all I can afford.
Always buy AMD, at least for graphic.
See, where were you when I was building this thing, Dan? Where were you?
I'm not going to say that on air.
All right, that's fair enough. You and I both know, and that's all that matters.
I was about to say something, and then I was all like, nope.
And then you were all like, woo!
We're not uttering that.
And the thing is, Dan must be incredibly happy that now he has buttons he can push.
I do. I am so happy. This is a reminder that streaming games prior to their official release date in the US can result in a DMCA takedown. Yeah, that too. Rob, do you know what this is? This is about?
I don't. Oh no. I think it has to do with the latest Call of Duty.
Jesus, don't do that!
Call it.
Don't press that button. That was
Yes.
ridiculously
Dude,
loud.
that one was a little loud.
Do not do it. Do not even think about doing it. Do not even think about not doing it.
Okay, we need to slow down on the button use.
Mhm.
We need to slow down. We have a show to do here. This is important.
I just want to break 1,000 players in game. It's been a while since I've seen that.
Well, let's get the tweets out too.
And get them
If
tweets
you
out.
folks,
Tell your friends.
tell your friends, tell your neighbors.
Tell your grandparents. Just say, hey, there's this game. It's on sale. Buy it. Log on. Don't do anything. Just sit and watch.
There's a click to tweet, folks. There you go. Get the tweets out. Let's see if we can't get 1,000 different people in game right now.
That's your all's goal. Chat right now. You got to get what, like 40 people? That's 40 people. That's easy. You guys can get 40 people. Look, you've already got 39 at this point. We just need to break the big 1K before the first match starts.
Why haven't we started, by the way?
It looks like the pilots are still. I mean, it's not like they didn't have a lot of time to ready up while my computer decided to
Mhm.
poop out a graphics card.
Wait, what?
Just came right out the back. It's a little smelly. I had to plug it back in.
All right, I have let them know we must begin the games and the progresses and the rolling of the faces.
I'm ready to go.
Once again, folks, thank you for joining us here on twitch.tv/The Rob and Dan Show for the Iron Fork of Friday for this October 31st, 2014. Getting 3 Spoopy 5 here.
Ooh, 3 Spoopy 5 me. Oh my gosh. Look at the red team. Oh my god.
What?
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Scary skeletons and down your spine. These shrieking skulls will shock your soul and seal your doom tonight. Whoop, whoop.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, achievement get spooky scary skeletons. 3 Spoopy 5 me.
Is that what we're calling today's stream? 3
3
Spoopy
Spoopy 5 me. I like it. Dan, get on that. Rob, get on that. I don't care. One of you two.
I'll get on it.
Your names are on the channel. Fix it.
I got it. Everything's fine.
Iron Fork number, what, this is like 50. 51, because next week is, oh, of course, I'm going to be out on the freaking Iron Fork birthday. I'm not. Thank you, Rob. Good save. Oh.
As it stands, ladies and gentlemen, it is an important. Let me start over again.
We got 7 seconds before the match starts.
I believe that the DMCA notice that keeps coming up on Twitch, folks, is actually associated with Evolve. Do you know anything about that, Rob? Because
No, because
major beta.
that's an open kind. Well, I'm not too sure about that.
Not too sure. Do you know anything?
No.
Okay.
No.
Why are you
Sorry.
showing off the segmented loading screens?
Because I haven't pushed the button because you're making me talk about Evolve.
Ah, fine.
Why don't you evolve a better camera guy? Yeah, that'll work. Beautiful. I'm in game. Who else is in game?
Alrighty.
There's
Do we have
combat.
a cameraman?
Yes, we have a cameraman.
Perfect. The Spooky, piloted by Xander Breda. We have on it is a Mobula. Top Hades. Main deck is Mine Launchers, and bottom deck is Artemis. Yes, that is Artemis. Also, we have the Scary, another Mobula piloted by Admiral Obvious. Top deck is Light Flak. Main deck is Double Mercs. Bottom deck, we have Flamethrower Carronade. And we have the Skeleton. Junker, piloted by Replaceable. If he would get on the wheel, please. Left-hand side, Banshee Mines. Front, Flamer. Right-hand side is Banshee and Mines. Go ahead, Kirk.
On the blue team, there is the Whale on the Loose, piloted by Dementio, which is
It's a moose on the loose!
Banshee, Mine Launcher.
You know, I think they need more Banshees.
They can fit at least 2 more Banshees on this ship. I don't know why there isn't. Then is the Fluffer Bat, piloted by Pata de Cabra, which is Hades Artemis with Flamer Carronade on the side. And to wrap things up, finally, for the blue team, we have the Sky Killer, piloted by
That's the Sky
Camuba?
Slicer.
Sky Slicer, my bad. Piloted by Camoba, which is just
Camoba.
your basic Metamidian Gat Mortar with
It
Carronade.
is eating the skeletons alive, but Flamethrower is all over the Sky Slicer. Fire stacks are happening. Skeletons, though, losing its armor. Hull is exposed, taking about half of that off. Oh, they're gone!
Those Banshees just from Well on the Loose finally finished their reload and just came in and finished off what little bit of perma they had left.
Banshee, after that previous update, is pretty darn strong
Oh, it's awesome.
against Hull.
It's
Pretty darn strong.
It's actually a little bit weaker against Hull. The fact that it just does better against Hull and armor and balloon means we're seeing a little bit more of its usage. Yeah, it's
Fair
a little
enough.
bit. It's a little bit weaker. In fact, we're just seeing them used a lot more, and they seem to be more effective because people are bringing more of them. Like we're seeing double and triple Banshee builds where before we would only see one. One Banshee is still not going to perform very, very well against Permahull, but 2 or 3, I mean, we've seen it already.
It rips stuff apart.
Oh, it's
Ripping apart
beautiful.
does indeed happen.
Brings a tear to my eye.
You see those fire stacks start to happen, and you get a little tear.
Just one, just not enough to extinguish anything. Gotta be
We don't
careful
want to do
of
that.
We gotta be careful of that. It's a fine balance, but when you've been in this business as long as I have, you reach it.
Sky Slicer moving in on the Spooky. They could be going in for a ram. No, they're not going in for a ram. They just want to get that Gat Mortar pressure on them. They're going down fast. Mobula is gone. 3-0 in favor of the blue team.
I'd like to take a second to talk about Admiral Obvious's scary Mobula build, and he has Mercury field guns out on the wings for some reason. The field gun has horrendous arcs in every direction, and those guns aren't going to overlap even with the Carronade Flamer, I don't believe. which, I mean, Carronade Flamer is close range, and the Mercs are long range. I don't really know what Admiral was thinking. Maybe he's just focusing on the main trifecta, and those guns are kind of throwaway, but then I don't know why you wouldn't use something like a flare gun or a mine launcher.
Mhm.
Those Mercs are next to useless.
They absolutely are. Those mid deck positions are just they're way too. It's just a slight angle away from the center, but it's way too much to make the Merc useful.
Yeah, and again, I mean, the idea is, he's deciding not to use the top decks. Then we've got some really nice utility weapons in this game, like the Beacon Flare Gun or the Phobos Mine Launcher. And I don't know why we didn't see one or both of those weapons up
Just
there
slap a couple
instead.
mine launchers on there, and bam, you're flinging mines at the same time you're popping balloons or you're lighting fires.
Yeah, absolutely. Skeletons, again, goes down, loses hull, loses balloon. We are right now 5-0 blue team. Them spooky, scary skeletons are not sending shivers down the spines of the blue team.
Not at all. In fact, zero shivers and -4 spine shivers.
It seems they've sealed their own doom tonight.
Perhaps. One thing we did see there against the skeletons, that Junker, a couple mines did come into play. Blue team make an active use of mines in the blind spots of the pilots, especially for a Junker pilot. Behind you and to your sides can be a bit of a blind spot, especially with those engine positions and the balloon position. So getting a mine in those blind spots and the pilot not even knowing they exist, devastating tactic if you can get the positioning properly.
I mean, another thing about the Junker is it's a sort of a minor thing, but it can be that little bit, is it's really loud back there next to the engines. So as the pilot, you constantly have those turning engines just roaring in your ears, and sometimes it can be a little hard to focus.
It can be. It absolutely can be. Sky Slicer moving in very aggressively against the Skeletons. Sky Slicer is taking damage, but Skeletons getting the worst end of the deal, it seems, although Spooky and Scary both taking some pot shots now at Sky Slicer. Armor down. Mine hit.
That was some heavy mines, and the flat guns coming in. Oh, so close to finish them off. Sky Slicer goes down. First point for the red team. It seems as though they did a nice little baiting technique, sent the Skeletons out to get some hits, while the Spooky and the Scary stayed behind and really laid down the pressure on whoever came first. But Skeletons may have been too much bait, as they are very far away from any hard cover and are very quickly losing hull and balloon.
Skeletons is in a bit of trouble here, absolutely. Those Banshees are going right into the balloon, and look at that balloon damage coming out of it. Burning down so very, very, very quickly. And now all that damage going into the armor. Armor needs to stay up in this situation, because if not, they will get ripped to shreds. The balloon comes back up, giving them some time to get into cover here. It looks like they are indeed going to make it behind this giant rock edifice. I'm gonna call it an edifice.
I really like stalagmites. Dan, you know how to remember the difference between a stalagmite and a stalactite?
No, I don't care.
Earlier. Well, you see, Dan, I'm going to tell you anyway.
Oh.
Because stalagmites grow from the ground, and they might be really tall one day. And stalactites better hold on to the ceiling tight, otherwise they're going to fall off.
Well, hold on a sec. We have some news coming in here. We have some news. What does it say? I'm getting it right now. Here it is. It reads, Kirk's a nerd!
And in a plot twist that surprises nobody, Kirk is a nerd.
5-1 in favor of the blue team. Blue team balled up here really well. Very good formation going against the Scary. Armor is down on the Scary, the Mobula. Sky Slicer moving in with the Gap Mortar. Hades shots are raining in, but they're not hitting too well. Banshee shots, though, finish off the Scary.
Oh, Sky Slicer, however, does lose his whole armor shortly after. However, anyone who could possibly get gun arcs him had to dodge out of the way. I really like what blue team here. They waited for their ship to respawn before they reinitiated their assault into where red team was setting up.
Absolutely.
That was a very good move, and that is showing off now, as it looks like the Spooky is about to go down. Holes back up. Very good save. Wow, whoever is engineering.
What about, though, with the flamethrower? I do believe they have the Spooky's number. Armor is going down. Balloon's going down. They're gone. Flamer kill.
Gatted out. Oh, I thought that was a gat kill from
Was
the
that a
next
gat?
guy.
It might have been a gat kill.
Anyway, a non-explosive weapon, which is notable. Good match, good tactics by the blue team there. That is the first match. But we do have scramble on, so we'll be seeing ships
We're gonna
jumping
see some
around the
moving
lobby.
around here, guys.
Yes.
Some great moving around. So, for those that don't know what Guns of Icarus is, or just joining us for the first time, Guns of Icarus is a competitive ship versus ship game you can get on Steam. Right now, you can get the 4-pack of Guns of Icarus for $7.
That's 4 copies, including doesn't the
copies.
4-pack. I remember back in the day, one of them used to be a collector's edition. Is that still?
We're gonna go look.
We're gonna go
we
look.
do have a Water Hazard Battle Love doing some raid in the refinery. What do you think?
Oh boy, I know. Despite how much fun we had on raid last week, I think we're gonna have to go with. I'm gonna go with Water Hazard.
I'm gonna go with Dunes myself.
I went with raid on the refinery.
I hate you, Rob, so much.
Rob, this is why we can't have nice things. Achievement get no nice things. Is that just your way of putting us on the spot? Like, come up with an achievement.
I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down.
With the lemons. All right, so the Guns of Icarus Collector's Edition is $5 right now.
Just the collector's edition. But does the 4-pack come with one of those copies being the collector's edition? Because it used to.
One of the copies in the collector's edition in the 4-pack is a collector's edition that's $7.49 right now on Steam.
Wow. Okay, let me run some numbers. All right, here we got 740. No, hang on, 7.49. That's not right. Okay, 7.49 divided by 4. So that is $1.87 a game, with one of those being the collector's edition. $1.87 a game. That's like a bar of candy. You can buy a Snickers bar, or you can buy the greatest airship steampunk combat game currently in existence.
The choice is obvious, ladies and gentlemen.
No, obvious is flying right now. The choice is quite clear.
I will punch you in the face with a brick.
Get mad.
You're damn right I'm getting mad.
I'm so glad I added that sound.
Oh, man. It's going to be a long day. It really is. And it's been a long day. Hopefully you folks joined us earlier today for Heroes of the Storm. And why, yes, I do in fact have level 10 Uther. I did max him out. Thank you.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Appreciate your support.
Wow.
Thank you for being here.
I really want to push some of these buttons, but I don't know. Like, I didn't get the tutorial on which one of them does what. So I'm like,
the sad part is I pushed that button on myself.
Just
That
the only
wasn't
one.
Rob.
The only one to keep in mind is the lemons button. Is the entire lemons speech by Cave Johnson.
Okay. Okay.
That's the longest one, and I don't have stopping of a sound clip. It just restarts
Don't
it.
push that button.
I'm gonna do it.
No.
Not that one. I'm gonna push a different one. I don't know what this one does, but I'm gonna push it. All right, ready?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Real-time stupid, more like.
No!
Yay! I knew it was that one.
I hate that button.
What is that one? I don't get that one.
That's Yahtzee from Zero Punctuation.
Oh man,
damn
there's so many buttons here, and I want to push them all. Just like
El Bahamut.
El Bahamut.
That's actually a joke for a good friend of the show, DJ Bahamut. I jokingly call him El Bahamut, and he decided to make a sound effect for it.
I like the acoustic guitar. That's it's beautiful.
It's actually him strumming the guitar.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No
So
shit.
it's personal. It's personal now.
Yes, he made that sound effect with his own guitar, his own hand, and his own microphone.
Wow. That is art.
It is. We are waiting on this next game to finish up the prep for it.
So Dan, if you mind, I hope I can disclose this, but in the R&D, I was having, as many of you know, I was having trouble getting into the game today, working with my computer a little bit, and I was able to catch a small snippet. Somehow I was managed to catch a small snippet of what happened on recording of right as the show started up, as I had to turn off my computer and turn it back on, and Dan had to stall for time. Moments before the camera came back on, I managed to catch this.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what happened.
Well, since we're dropping F-bombs all of a sudden.
I'm Batman. I want you off the fucking set, you prick.
Oh, it's the unedited version.
Yep.
Happy days are here again.
Achievement unlock. Happy days are here again. Surprise! We're doing it now.
We are at 960 players in game.
And
Oh,
we
we're
are
so
starting the match.
And we are indeed starting the match. Once again, thank you everyone for joining us here on twitch.tv/LeBron Everyone in chat was shouting, bye, bye, bye.
Yes, buy
Yeah,
this
for a
game.
little bit.
Oh, it's so good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, I think I need to tie in an actual on-screen pop-up for the achievement unlocked.
Yes.
Oh, like
Just
my
Just
my
like with the
face.
Kirk sound effects.
Anyway, Battle on the Dunes, big open map, not a lot of hard cover. There's a couple clouds that roll through, but chances are we're going to see some more longer to mid-range engagements.
Mm-hmm.
Ready.
And as soon as there we go, we have first off the platform birthday flown by
No.
Xander.
The platform birthday.
Yeah, Dan,
Platform
can you read?
birthday? I thought I could. I don't speak Australian. I'm sorry.
Xander's not Australian.
Yeah, but that's in Australia. No, Xander actually lives like 2 hours from me. It's crazy. Top deck Banshee, main deck Banshee. No, those are double mine launchers. Bottom deck Banshees. We have the combustible lemons flown by Admiral Obvious. It's the lumberfish with Banshee and a flamethrower. And we have the Sky Slicer, a Artemis Hades, solid mid-range build with a flamer and a flare. And yes, it is a Parmidian flown by Kamoba. Go ahead, Kirkster.
On the blue team, we have the Chariot piloted by Dementio, which
Did you say
is-
Chariot?
Chariots.
Chariots.
Kirk Prime here. And we
Prime.
Dan Prime, Dementio. Dan
Oh
Prime.
dear! Daniel!
Yes! Beautiful. Anyway, that is a Hades Mercury. Well, that's an interesting build. Next is the Flutterbat, another Permidian, which is double Hades. No, I'm sorry, Hades Artemis. I swear that was a Hades. With Flamer Carronade on the side. And to wrap things up, the Flapping Daniel quickly going down, which is a Blender Fish with the mine launcher and a flamethrower on the side.
A valiant charge from the Flapping Daniel, and it has successfully distracted.
Oh, good ram by the Chariot. Is the Chariot's going to save the Flapping Daniel?
Possible. Oh, it
Chariots.
does.
Wow, that was a beautiful save. The platform birthday definitely looked like it had the Daniel and just was nailing the final nail in that coffin. But Chariot came in from nowhere and just absolutely wrecked it.
On
Won the
any
day.
other day, it would work, but this is Halloween, and as such, the dead rise from their coffins once more.
Dead rise once again.
Sky Slicer armor was down there for a minute, lost about half of its hull, getting ripped apart in this crossfire. They are gone.
That was a good crossfire between the Flutterbat and the Chariot, and it looks like they're cruising together for a quick high five.
The combustible lemons reversing as fast as it can, but those mercs and the Artemis, not what it wants to be involved with right now. Armor's down, balloon is down, they're getting hit.
Merc taking out their front gun. That Lumberjack is doing jack squat right now while the Flapping Daniel comes in to try to finish him off with that Carronade.
That heavy carronade is going to do a world of good against the lumberfish in this situation. We're going in for a ram kill. Bump.
Oh,
Gone.
wow.
You know what that was? Goomba Stomp.
Oh, man, that was absolutely brutal. That was a perfect ram into the ship, into the terrain, back into the ship, into the terrain once more, and that's all that poor lumberfish could take.
Ooh, that is crazy. By the way, folks that are interested in Guns Vickers and any purchases from them, Steve Plaza just linked the Guns Vickers online store that you can peruse at your leisure in our chat. Gunsvickers.com/store is the link for that.
Maybe you can pick up something nice, like a
Pick
copy
up
of Guns of
Pick
Icarus.
up a wonderful gift for yourself.
Yeah, or a Halloween present to yourself. Scare yourself by how good this game is.
That was terrible. That was horrible, and you should feel bad about it.
What are you talking about? That was wonderful.
As they say in Parks and Rec, treat yourself.
I'm still proud of that one.
Wise words. Chariot is going straight in against the Sky Slicer. Flutterbat taking pot shots, but not able to do a ton right now.
Ooh, Chariot comes out worse for that way. That ram.
Flappy Daniel, which went down, is still way out there, not really doing too much that's effective right now. Looks like Chariot might be the first to lose armor in this situation. They've already lost most of their guns, just coming back up now. Balloon and Armor both burning down. Not getting those under control. Balloon is gone.
Actually, we've got some really good mines from the Chariot that are completely blocking out the combustible lemons between this little bit of hard cover and these mines. He can get through, but he's got to move a little bit slower than he'd like to, and he's
gonna take time. Chariot's just locked up against the ground.
Oh, and it is only a matter of time at this point with that Lumberjack on him, with that Hades on him, with those Artemis on him, and he's just settled down.
He is gone. Those Lumberjack shots were right on point. I believe that was greased rounds coming in from artillerist Kairos.
Good shots. He took
very good shots. I salute you, fellow Cake. Flutterbat now in a little bit of trouble as well, while Flapping Daniel tries to take pressure off him. Armor could go down in Flutterbat. It does. They're losing Hull quickly. They're gone as well. It's tied 3-3.
Oh man, I mean that ship scramble definitely coming to effect here. Much closer match than we saw last time. It's cooking up to be a good one, Dan.
It is. Are we baking something up, perhaps? We're baking something up here in the Iron Fork Friday.
The bakery has got a treat for you today.
The bakery has landed.
Houston, the bakery has landed.
We shouldn't make jokes about that today. Oh dear, I just realized that. That's not good. Unfortunately, there was a suborbital crash earlier today.
Oh, was there?
One of Virgin, I forget what exact part of the corporation is, but one of Virgin's orbital flyers went down in the Mojave today.
Oh, was anyone hurt?
One person did die in the accident, unfortunately.
Didn't a supplies craft go up for the International Space Station?
Just a few days ago, one of NASA's.
Oh man, this is spacecraft keep crashing. This is Illuminati if I've ever seen it.
Well, the reason I actually bring it up is the Kerbal Space Program folks have really been active with trying to provide information on what's going on with both NASA and other corporations with their space and suborbital flight. It's actually been almost heartwarming to see, especially with, when things don't go well, to see that, everyone, even if they're not directly involved in space and space exploration, do step up to bat.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah, and plus MaxMaps, former content individual, for myself, part of the Kerbal Space Program, folks.
Very cool.
Little random connection there.
That is a fun fact. Back to the Guns of Icarus. It looks like we've got a little bit of a standoff right now. Sky Slicer and Chariot exchanging fire, but it looks like Sky Slicer is going in. Red team has formed a singular line that they're moving in around this side of this one's the Leviathan.
I'm confused why Combustible Lemons might be so far back in the situation. Obviously, they have a Lumberjack, so they have the range to help take things out, but they're also putting them at risk for the Flapping Daniel and Flutterbat to get a really solid flank on them and get them where they cannot support their allies.
I mean, it looks like the best option for the red team right now is just to plow through and hit that one lone ship, but it does look like they're turning around to try to engage the two that are flanking right now. Mm-hmm. I much would have preferred them to just knock out that 3v1, use the the large ship structure here as cover to block their approach. But I don't know. We'll see if their decision works out for them any better.
I have to prefer this method, if only because it does give them a quick 3-on-2 to take out the 2 and then deal with the 1. Flapping Daniel in a lot of trouble right now. They're in a lot of pain. Armor is pretty much gone.
Sky Slicer, however, takes a huge hit. Oh man, he just took a heavy. Did he take a double ram from Chariot and the Flutterbat? Definitely one of those ships collided with him. I don't know if both of them.
At least one of those ships did collide. Combustible Lemons now absorbing a lot of fire from both Flutterbat Chariot and the Flapping Daniel. This is a 3-on-1 scenario with Platform Birthday.
There you go, Dan.
Platform Birthday supporting from behind with those Banshees. It's not enough though in this situation. Combustible Lemons going down here very quickly to these 3 ships.
I mean, Banshees have got great range, but I mean, less great in the accuracy department, and their reload speed is abysmal. So, I mean, it really is best to get a little bit closer to them. And unfortunately, they have blocked themselves out with a couple of mines, making that very difficult.
They're gone. 5-4, just barely in favor of the blue team, but Flapping Daniel getting a lot of Banshee fire from the Platform Birthday. They're going to, oh man, miss a very key ram that they needed.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that they popped the balloon on the Mobula, and once the balloon is gone, Mobulas have really good vertical acceleration, which plays to their advantage for the most part, gets them up and down real quick, but also means that once that balloon is gone, they just careen towards the Earth, which is what we saw there. I mean, Daniel missed that ram because that Mobula just dropped much quicker than they anticipated.
Mobula Platform Birthday getting flamed out and carinated. They're grinding against a metal
Sky
set
Slicer.
of... we're switching over to Sky Slicer there as they get taken out by the blue team. 2-on-1 in that situation. Platform Birthday will be the final kill in this game. There it is. 7-5 win for the blue team.
I mean, it was closer than the last game. There was definitely some good engagements. I feel like that last one, it's still, as I said before, it would have been better if the red team had just continued on their current path, just kicked it into full ahead, taken out that one ship, because that's when things went south, when that other ship came in and was able to ram the red team's Permidian and then turned that 3v2 just around on them. So I would have liked to see a little bit different tactics from the red team, but overall, pretty good match.
It absolutely was. Sorry, that was a 4-7, not a 5-7 win. We do have Anglian Raiders, Battle on the Dunes, and Canyon Ambush available. I'm going to go with Canyon Ambush myself.
I like Raiders. I feel like we don't see enough Raiders.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, for at least a moment there, we had 1,000 players.
We nicked it. Did you see it?
I did. Hopefully it's going to come up on... No, we don't. We don't have...
Oh, there it is. There it is again. There it is again. Look.
Oh, my God. There it is. 1,000 players.
Where's the victory button?
Hold on. I got it.
Oh, got it.
What is it? Ha!
Woo! And a little faster one after it. We did it. We broke the 1,000 barrier, the big 1K. Happy birthday, Guns of Icarus. You've done it once again.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's beautiful.
1,000 players.
We're about to hit it again.
Uh-oh. Get the buttons ready. ready.
No, we don't need the buttons again. We already did it.
I'm going to push it again. If we break 1,000, I'm pushing them. If we break 1,000, I'm pushing the button. We're 998. Oh, 995. I was so excited. And my finger was over the button. Like, literally, I got a touchscreen thing in front of me. My finger was over that button.
It was nearly there.
So close.
So close. Kirk.
Dan.
What are you dressing up for Halloween this year?
Do I... Kirk?
What?
Kirk? So I got the party hat. I got the yellow jacket.
Here.
That's the one. That's the one. I mean, I just. I mean, Dan, if you want to click on my name, or Rob, if you want to click on my name and then just click on view profile, I mean, that's my costume.
Are you actually gonna wear that?
I wish I could.
If you put that costume together in real life, you would win.
That would be. Oh man, I mean, I'm working on an Assassin's Creed thing right now, and it's coming together quite nicely. But I could just recolor the jacket on that. It looks pretty. All right, take the hood off, fold it over, get a party hat. Got one of those. Man, if I could, you better believe I would. But I have neither materials, time, nor dedication. Probably don't have the money either.
I'm sure you do.
Maybe
I'm sure
somewhere.
you can do it.
Maybe I can scrap around a little bit.
I believe in you, Kirk.
Do you, but Dan, the question is, do you believe in life after love?
I'm not duck sauce. I don't have that sound clip.
Come on. I was hoping. I was hoping beyond hoping that you would have the clip, so.
You failed.
Ouch.
Well,
Get mad!
why don't you?
Are we having too much fun? Are we having too much fun?
Oh, just wait until
We're
next
having a
week.
lot
I'm
of
gonna have
fun.
like
We're not
20
having
more.
too much fun.
I'm gonna have 20 more sounds next week.
Are you kidding me? Are we even gonna am I even gonna be able to handle all of these sounds?
Am I going to have the screen space for these sound effects? Christ on
No.
a crutch.
I just want to push all of them. Just want to push all of them and hear what they do, but I'm not gonna put stream through that. I'll just do it afterwards and entertain myself.
Replaceable. No,
That's not me. That's not me. That's not me.
Replaceable has requested that I change my profile quote to just say "You're fired."
Oh yes. In the yes. Yeah, you don't have any profile quotes. You can do that right now.
I don't know if I want to do this.
Yes, you do.
I do. My profile.
I'm gonna have to get the Vince McMahon quote of "You're fired" from WWF because he says
Where do
it
I
the
even
best.
put quotes? I don't even know where they go.
Yeah, okay. You click on let's see, I think you click on you click on I don't know how to do it anymore. I used to know how to do it. Oh, there you go. You click on community and then you click on my profile and then it's right there. However, the match is starting in just a few seconds here.
I don't
so.
see where. I'm on that screen. Where?
Okay, community, my
Yeah.
profile, and then there's a little pen next to your name.
That okay, I can add quotes.
Better hurry up, Dan.
Match will start.
5, 4,
I'm hurrying.
2, 1.
Oh,
Okay.
someone added time. Someone added time, you lucky son of a gun.
Nope, I got it. It's changed. It is added.
Oh man, someone added time and totally messed up. I'm gonna do it again though. I'm gonna do it again. Just a heads up to everyone. Also, so someone else doesn't try to beat me to the punch and just
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
that counts. Yay!
That was pretty much there.
That was pretty solid. I'm happy with that result. I'm not gonna probably get too much better.
You've peaked out. in
That's
a
it.
way.
That's it. I've reached the high point. It's all downhill from
Okay,
here.
so Dan, what did you set your quote to?
You're fired.
You're fired.
Okay, I set mine to "I'm fired?" ?
Yes. All of my yes.
That's ridiculous.
Ready?
Alrighty. Sad Hoshi is the first ship
Aw.
for us, piloted by Xander Broda. It's a blender fish. You love those blender fish, don't you? Kurt?
Oh man, when I fly guns, I fly. me a
Best of
Blendy.
all, it's got flamers on the side.
Oh, that's almost my build.
Flamers.
I bring
And
a
it's got
Banshee.
that. It's got the birthday theme on it too,
Oh, gosh,
with
so
a
happy.
big, just a big giant cake somewhere, and I don't know where it is.
It's in the main like corridor where you spawn. If you just turn around, the cake's right there.
Oh, there you go. That's right. It's right.
I know where they all are. I could rattle them all off right
We
now.
also have the bummer drummer, piloted by Admiral Obvious. Flamer and Carronade on the front with Mine Launcher and Flare on the side, and the birthday theme as well, as all cakes should have. All
Absolutely,
cakes.
all of them.
Look at that cake right on the main engine column right there. We also have the great VGS, Dementio, a.k.a. Daniel Spire, Watch a Spire with Flamer, Hades, and a Carronade.
And then for the blue team, we have the Sky Slicer, which is piloted by Kamuba, which is a Gap Mortar Permidian with a Banshee Flare on the side. That's pretty nifty. Next is the Flutterbat, which is another Permidian, although he is sporting a Hades Artemis, and he's got that Flamethrower and that Carronade on the side. And finally, the Flapping Daniel, which is a Hwachafish, with Mine Launcher Flamer. So Dan, before engagement starts, I'm going to do this really quickly. If you'll look at the Sad Hoshi, it's kind of hard to make out, but there are actually 5 cakes on that ship.
What?
Yeah, there's Xander, there's Maddie, there's Jacob, there's Grey Tea, and there's also the one in the main deck.
Oh, you're making a joke. I hate you. I hate you.
We've cracked the code, ladies and gentlemen. The Cake Clan always gets an extra crew member when you use the birthday theme. You know, plus 25% crew.
I have a camera angle of the cake. It is not a lie.
Yes, it is. I'm not lying. That is the wrong game for lying about cakes. It is 5 cakes over on Sad Hoshi.
Why are they sad? They have a cake.
Yeah, that is an excellent. Like, it just you got that
That is an excellent point.
that bad day at work. It's just,
Players are out on both sides of this engagement here. As you can see, oh my goodness, all the guns are about to be fired here. Dogecoins are flying. Watcha and Hades shots all going out. It looks like the Bummer Drummer is going to do a little bit of a backdoor here, side flank situation rather. But the Flapping Daniel spots them, gets a Watch Burst off, only disabling one gun.
I mean, the Bummer Drummer probably would have had a better time if they didn't take a Watcha right to the face. Sorry, I apologize. You guys, anyone who got that definitely got that.
Was that even a joke?
That was indeed a joke. That was more of like a reference, but the people who got that are gonna get it. Otherwise, it's just the crickets are appropriate.
Crickets are excessively appropriate. That made no sense.
No, it's
Sky
'cause you're not in the loop.
getting hit very hard. Sad Hoshi taking a little bit of fire. Great
Although-
BGS is really dishing out right now, but the Flapping Daniel is on him. It looks like blue team going in for a bump. And a quick kill on the BGS. They are gone.
Man, they just targeted that squishy Spire. Red team did not do a good enough job defending him. They pushed forward too hard and left their Spire alone for just getting hit on from both of those sides and just got squished.
Not what the red team wanted to open this game up now. Sad Hoshi and Bummer Drummer both getting pinched from both sides. Sad Hoshi appears to be the target. They are heading straight in towards the Sky Slicer, but dodges happen. They go right under. And now it's Bummer Drummer being the primary target for the blue team.
I mean, he is in arming time of that Hades gun, so that they're not able to target the Bummer Drummer. However, that Artemis has no arming time. The explosive damage is coming in on the Bummer Drummer.
Mortar kill.
Could not keep up with that explosive damage from 2 sources. 2-0 blue team.
You got to be careful with that in every way possible. Flutterbat already having turned and moving towards Great VGS. They want another kill on that Spire.
However, that Spire does have the Sad Hoshi there to try to give him a hand if anyone gets too aggressive. Flutterbat loses hull, takes a good chunk of perma damage. Gonna finish him off! Wow, Sad Hoshi came in and just provided that little bit of, extra oomph that it really needed to take him down. And now the Flapping Daniel has moved in to try to avenge his ally, moving in on the Great VGS.
He's going in for a ram. He's going in for a ram.
Vengeance in his soul. Great VGS loses a lot of armor on that one. However, they do have their Watcha up and running. Goes out. Hull armor drops in the middle of that. Flapping Daniel goes for another ram. They have no more hull. They have no more balloon. They have a single engine. And they're burning kerosene, so who knows how long that one's going to last.
Not too long. Flamethrowers all over the Flapping Daniel. Bummer Drummer has
Falling him down.
distinct advantage. Mines are out. Carronade, they're gone.
Bounces on the ground. Bummer Drummer has got to get back up into this fight. Actually, I guess he doesn't. Sad Hoshi and Great VGS appear to have the Sky Slicer more or less under control. Sad Hoshi in a little bit of trouble, but he's got lots of repairs going. I think VGS will probably be able to take down the Sky Slicer.
That Watcha all over the Sky
Double
Slicer.
flamer. Oh, flamer from both sides. Oh, I think there are 3 flamers. Damn, there's 3. Damn, there's...
Unified flamer action.
Where's my flame on sound effect?
Yes, next week, Rob. Oh, I'm so happy right now. That was beautiful. All 3 ships got their flamethrowers on that single Pyramidion.
Flame Fecta?
Good Lord.
Flame
above.
Fecta. Flame Fecta.
Good Lord above.
And just like that, red team turns it around in their favor, but just
In
barely.
a major way. In an absolutely major way. Flutterbat and Flapping Daniel holding back. Sky Slicer just now spawning in. Great VGS is spotted. It looks like the blue team is taking a couple pot shots at him, but they're not even in range.
Yeah, it's just there's actually not a lot of long range weapons. You know, you don't usually see too many long range weapons on canyons unless one team is planning on camping their spawn. And we've seen a lot of in the canyons and just outside the canyons combat here as blue team keeps running in on red team's spawn.
If red team holds back and keeps ambushing them and pulling the blue team apart, I think they can hold an advantage, but they have to play it very cautiously. Great VGS is going to be the delicious, meaty target for the blue team. And at the same time, Sad Hoshi...
Yeah, Sad Hoshi would probably be better target. I mean, he's got less... a Goldfish has less hull armor than a Spire, so they're going to take that hull armor down faster, and it definitely has less perma-hull than that Spire. I mean, Sad Hoshi is an armor strip and a sneeze away from going down, and he's playing conservatively. Very smartly so.
Bummer Drummer pushing against the Flapping Daniel to try to move in, but right now the entire blue team is unleashed.
Oh, and he hits a wall, and he just bounces off arcs. Wow, Sad Hoshi was trying to come around. I don't think they expected him to go down that quickly. However, he does heavy carronade out the Hwacha. That was a good shot by Gray. That Hwacha is now going to do absolutely nothing. While the Great VGS comes around, takes out the Flutterbats, pretty much all of their guns. Sad Hoshi now makes a quick escape after taking out that Hwacha. He is leaving. Flapping Daniel gets his Hwacha back up, down on the Great VGS. All of the guns are out. Spire's retreating as fast as he can. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it out of this one. Their ally spawning in just now has to make it all the way into the canyons before these two very squishy ships go down.
Very dangerous situation right now for Great VGS. They bump ram kill from the Flapping Daniel.
Yeah, Sad Hoshi has got to just clear through that. Just a ram cam. Oh, that was nice. That was great.
The amount of rockets and explosions just ripping off that ship. Great ram cam kill there. Again, thank you, Queso, for the ram cam. It is gorgeous.
Like if you cry every time. Sad Hoshi makes a really good escape, manages to get out of there. Again, Sad Hoshi was the squishiest ship in that engagement, and he was able to get out. I was about to say unscathed, but with the same amount of scathing that he had going into that engagement.
Sky Slicer starting to take a couple shots, I believe, from the Great VGS. Are they even in range, though? How'd they make those shots?
Good gunners. Lesmok rounds.
Perhaps.
Same thing, basically.
Fair enough. 4-3 now in favor of the blue team. Red team didn't get a single kill or even a single armor break during that engagement. And they're still at a disadvantage because, hey, Sad Hoshi is still a very heavy sneeze away from falling apart.
Yes, but you have to remember the blue team cannot see just how almost dead the Sad Hoshi is. If they get close enough, they can see just by the ship graphic, things are bent in odd shapes and there's a couple, holes in the sails and the armor's twisted and gnarled. They can see that it's low. A very experienced pilot even knows, the stages of armor breaking and can see that the Sad Hoshi is very low. But I don't think that they know, exactly that it has just a few pixels of perma left.
Barely anything, all things considered. It looks like, from the positioning of these different ships, that they're both trying to set up for different ambush engagements. Neither wants to overextend the situation and push into what might be considered enemy territory. Hwacha and Hades shots all go down over the Flutterbat very early on there.
Got a gun down, a little hole fire.
Just a little bit of pressure there from the Great VGS and Sad Hoshi.
I do like this positioning that blue team is set up. They've got a little bit of a staggered look. So ships are forward and they can push an engagement. However, they're also got some backup ships that can push down a couple different alleyways for support. Red team going for a more clustered sort of idea so they can push a single lane really hard, giving them more potential damage, but leaving them more open to flanks.
Mm-hmm. I dare say 3 spooky, 5 me.
3 spooky. 3 spoopy, 5 me even.
We're bringing Spoopy into this, folks. Bummer Drummer has pushed a little far forward, getting harassed just a bit. Flutterbat, though, also having to deal with that armor break that they nearly encountered.
Yeah, but Sad Hoshi coming in. Oh, takes a little bounce.
Watch the ram! Watch the ram!
Oh, but, I mean, Great VGS manages to keep his armor up, and that Hwacha goes out. There's flamethrower action. Flapping Daniel's taking a lot of damage very quickly. Bummer Drummer getting a couple shots in. Flamethrower was a little bit out of range of the Sad Hoshi, but the Great VGS is just almost got him down.
They are quite literally out of options right now on the Flapping Daniel, unless
All those-
allies come to their assistance.
Sky Slicers chewing through the last little bit of armor on the Sad Hoshi. Just all it took. Just a couple Gatling shots. They went down. However, the Pyramidion that Sad Hoshi, or the Pyramidion that VGS was following also goes down. It's
VGS did take some permahull there. Their armor did go down a quick tap. It could go down again. It is down.
Oh, that was a key Hwacha that we just saw there, taking down the front guns of the Sky Slicer, saved the Great VGS, and now the Bummer Drummer just has to keep this thing flame locked, carinated out, while Great VGS
Sky
goes running.
Slicer getting pressured as a balloon goes down.
Good ram.
Oh my.
Pinned, absolutely pinned. And now the Spire once again has to deal with a charging Pyramidion. A good Hwacha, takes out once again those front guns. They're coming in for the ram. VGS managed to keep both its hull and its balloon, but it's quickly going into some structures behind him. He's got to be careful in that piloting. Sad Hoshi coming from the back to try to save his ally. Will he be able to do it?
He has amazing arc on that balloon.
But he took a heavy bounce. He's going to turn around quick enough, but that may have just cost him.
Flutterbat looks like it could be going in for a Goomba Stomp here on Great VGS. One
Good
bounce,
stomp.
but it's not enough.
No, he didn't have enough downward to really do it. Great VGS
geez.
is pulling out. Oh, Flutterbat loses its whole. Great VGS also loses his. Grinds up against the ground. Hwacha comes out, takes it down. 6-5 red team. Oh, this is turned around very quickly and turned into a very close match. While the Flapping Daniel came in a little bit. He's backing off now, poked his nose around the corner. I don't think anyone saw that. Just kind of, that awkward moment when you walk in, open the door, see your ally go down, and just slowly close it.
One thing that did happen there, Bummer Drummer did knock the Great VGS around once, knocking them into the ground and actually dropping their armor, causing some of that permahull damage to happen. Need to see a little better communication on the side of the red team if they're going to pull this one out, but they do have an advantage if slight 6-5.
I mean, the way I see this going down, ideally for the blue team, is that the VGS goes down, making it 6-6, and then the blue team manages to scrap together one of the other two red ships in a 3v2 scenario. Oh gosh, red team is going around the canyon at the same time that blue team is setting up for them to come from that direction. VGS is out front. I don't know why, as he's going to get hit hard.
Ouch.
Although he does make some very good pilot decisions, sees this hard cover and tries to get behind it, blocks out the Sky Slicer from doing too much damage to him, but walks right into the arms of the Flutterbat.
Great VGS is essentially out of this fight until they can get their arcs correct. Flutterbat is putting pressure on them. Sad Hoshi moving in on Sky Slicer, as is the watch from Great VGS. They were able to manage arc. Sky Slicer, all guns disabled. Sad Hoshi is ramming them.
Sky Slicer is definitely the target of this engagement. Hull goes down. We've actually seen some really nice Carronade disables from the gunner on that Sad Hoshi. That is Grey-T, if I'm not mistaken. And the Hwacha, is it going to be able to finish off? No! Sad Hoshi goes in and blocks the final Hwacha shots from his ally, but I don't think it's going to matter as Sky Slicer has barely any balloon. His hull is melting away as we speak. And that Hwacha should be ready to go at any moment. Didn't even matter.
Great Goomba Stomp there from the Great VGS on that final blue ship to go down. 5-7 is the final score for that one. Red team pulls out a major, if very, very close victory.
Yeah, that was down to the wire. And finally the blue team is dethroned from their winning streak. That was the best match we've seen tonight. That was really good. I didn't know who was going to win that one till the very end.
I think a major assist for the red team in that situation. Great VGS was able to get a fourth rider on that ship. 4 different riders on that ship right now. That's crazy.
Not to mention that the 5 cakes over on the Sad Hoshi and those good great Carronade disables. I noticed those a couple of times, just knocking out the front guns on the Pyramidians and the Goldfish pretty regularly.
That was Grey-T, right?
That I believe that was Grey-T. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty dang sure.
Whew.
That was nice. That was nice. Lobby, lots of slots open, you guys. Like anyone, I saw someone in chat, mentioning, man, makes you want to be out there. Well, now's your chance. Password is scary yum yums.
Scary yum yums.
All one word, no capitals.
We don't know why Jacob comes up with some of these passwords. We just know that he does.
At least this one's English.
Oh, and Dan, just to give you a quick update, I don't believe it's Evolve that's causing the Twitch to be putting up those notices, because there's like 4 or 5 streamers that we follow that are streaming it. One of them has got like 3,000+ viewers. Next one's got like 2,000. So I don't think it's that.
I wonder what that's all about.
I want to say it's that new Call of Duty, the Advanced Warfare, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it's that.
Speaking of new games coming out here, Rob, you have a little title. You have a little bit of a game that you're looking forward to coming out here. Isaac, Binding of Isaac Rebirth's coming out here in just over 3 days.
Tuesday.
Yep.
And I talked with Oracle, and myself and Fourth Oracle are going to be doing a Binding of Isaac Rebirth race to whatever the first finish is. As people who have played Binding of Isaac know, there's multiple bosses, and when you get to the first boss, you have to beat that boss like a couple of times, I believe, before everything starts to unlock further into the game. I don't know if that's going to be how Binding of Isaac Rebirth works, but if it is, that's how our race is going to be set up. And we'll be streaming that on robanddan.tv/live with our dual stream setup. So you'll see both my stream and Oracle stream playing at the same time. You only will need to have the volume turned on for one of the streams, because it's basically just going to be Skype audio that's shared between two, and you don't need any echoes or anything. So just listen to which stream you want. You'll hear both of our voices.
It's so close. It's so close. It seems like just yesterday we still had a couple months left to wait.
Do you know what's also close? The day or multiple days that you're going to be playing World of Warcraft.
Dan, you sound excited for that one.
I can't believe I thought this was a good idea.
I know, Rob's like, yeah.
Fuck it.
Rob's like, yeah, Binding Isaac come out. Yeah, I'm gonna race Oracle. It's gonna be great. We're gonna dual streams. So you can watch both of them at the same time. Here, us talking and bantering. It's gonna be awesome. And Dan's like, World of Warcraft update.
Well, I'm gonna be joining Dan. I'm gonna be joining him. So
I made bad life choices when I came up with this idea.
Get mad.
So okay, now we're just hitting buttons for bad reasons.
No, you made bad life choices. It's just Colin also made bad life choices.
Fair point. I'm gonna be on the moment Warlords of Draenor releases. I'm gonna be trying to level up to level 100 in one sitting.
Wow.
Yeah, achievement unlocked on that if I can manage it. If I pass out, I will have Rob automatically cut the stream from his end.
Yep.
But I'm hoping I'm not, because day 2 of the Invitational is 2 days after that. And I need to be awake for that.
Good timing, Dan. Good timing. It's like, and we've reached level 100 with 3 minutes to spare before the invitation.
Dan, welcome to the R&D invitation.
I'm James T. Kirk. Oh wait, no, I'm not doing that one. I'm doing Aerodome that week, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm not casting Invitational.
No.
I know. That's all right. It's all right, children. You'll be able to see that glorious chemistry between Brick and I that I keep hearing about. That will be resurfacing sometime in the near future. So keep your fingers crossed and your hearts open.
Hearts open?
What is this, Binding of Isaac?
I'm not gonna make a comment on that comment. And we're gonna leave it at that.
There you go.
Turn your phone off.
I look at my phone. No, don't even. You put that in there specifically, like, oh man, I can really fuck with Kirk with this one.
We've actually been using this for quite a while.
Yes.
No, but when you put it on the board, you were like, oh man, gotta make sure that one makes it on the soundboard for everyone to use. So Dan can mess with Kirk. Oh man, won't that be great?
Can mess with Kirk.
Kirk can mess with Kirk.
Kirk here.
I like that little storytelling. That was beautiful.
I'm having way too much fun with this.
I should change the Kirk here sound so it's actually the Metal Gear Solid alert instead of the communicator.
Kirk here. That would confuse everyone who isn't a regular to this show and me forgetting to put my phone on vibrate.
Kirk, mute your phone.
Oh man, there was that one stream where my phone was like across the room and I didn't know where it was and it kept going off. That was a
Did you
good
get
one.
confused a little bit?
Well, no, because like I knew where it was, and I'm like, whoever's texting me just continued to text me, and I'm just like, I'm streaming and I can't get up and find the phone because I'm gonna miss the action. And of course, they weren't texting me in lobby when I had like forever to find it. It was always just during the matches. So
Did you?
Get mad!
yes, I did.
I think we're finding too many uses for these buttons.
What's this one do?
20 more.
I thought that one does.
20 more.
Can the title for this be 3 spoopy 5 me, comma, what does this one do?
That's me agreeing.
That sounded like an achievement. Achievement
I have
unlocked.
no
Rob
comment.
agrees.
Agreement unlocked.
We never agree on anything, so that's okay. It can be an achievement. By the way, folks, tomorrow is the first day of the aerodrome.
Ooh,
Make sure you're around for that.
You might see someone special piloting. I wonder who it could be.
It's not going to be Kirk.
Spoiler alert! It is gonna be Kirk.
Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down!
I don't know. I pressed the button, but I don't know if that was actually me who did. Do you know who I am, Kirk here, or or Rob? Did you just double click that one?
That must have been Dan.
That was me.
Do you know who I am, Kirk here?
That's why I gotta separate that one out. So it's just the you know who I am bit. By the way, did you see Obvious's ship?
No, I did not.
Get
I did-
mad!
Get mad. Just. Can we just replace like the name of that ship with
Yes.
Is that a word?
BWAAAA capital A lowercase AA exclamation point. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Sounds good. Teams are filled. Slots are filled. We do have a spectate slot if you want to watch the match. Password is Scary Yum Yums. Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you indeed, Jacob.
There is no reason for that kind of complicated password. No reason.
Well, freaking last week wasn't even in English. Well, not in good English. It was in like that archaic English.
Archaic Bretonian English.
Yes, bacon is serene. What you
as
mean
far-
you don't know what bacon serene
As far
is?
back as I can remember in our history lessons, we whine. Stop using your shitty English.
Listen. Nobody speaks like they spoke in Beowulf back in archaic English. No one uses like Chaucer's English. No one uses Shakespeare's English. It's only a matter of time before no one uses your English either.
Point taken. We're going to
Boom.
set up for this next game, folks. It's going to be on Water Hazard. Kirk, have you tried the new Water Hazard yet?
I did. I got to fly around a little bit with it yesterday. I must say I like the new Raiders more than I like the new. I like 2v2 Raiders more than I like 2v2 Water Hazard. But not saying the new Water Hazard is bad. I just feel like I have a little more fun on the Raiders ones.
Okay. The New Anglian Raiders 2v2 is definitely a little more. It gives you a little bit more of a dynamic. The Water Hazard 2v2 is almost the exact same as the Water Hazard 3v3. It's open, and it's very easy to get these high pressure mid range engagements. It's almost the exact same.
Yeah. Although there are, I mean, the new Raiders. It does. I have noticed looking at it a little bit closer. I really like Fight Over Fernfield because it's got this really cool like 3-lane sort of thing. You got the because there's 2 mountains in the middle that almost create 3-lane. Very like League of Legends or Dota style. 3 lanes of approach, one down the middle and the other 2 around the edges. And I think that that's really cool in guns because most of the time you see people sniping down the middle, but people also sneak around the sides often, and that's really fun to watch. And originally, I didn't think that the new Raiders had it, but as the more and more games I watch and the more and more games I play, I see that it does still have that lane down the middle and the approach lanes off on the side. They're just a little bit less defined.
Yes. Oh, hey, we're getting started. Hey. There we go.
Good timing, Dan.
It was exceptionally good timing. I'm kind of proud of myself.
I'm the one who did most of the talking during that.
Yeah, but I did most of the planning for the talking.
I didn't hear this plan.
No, you didn't, because it was working.
That doesn't make any sense. I would need to be in on the plan for it to work.
No, you don't.
I mean, if you're just gonna let me talk for a little bit, you should probably, fill me in on the plan because I'm a loose cannon, man. You don't know what I'm gonna do next. I can do anything. I can do anything.
What is that?
That's everything and anything.
I just closed my eyes and tapped the screen. That's the one I hit. I told you I can do anything. I'm a loose cannon.
Oh my goodness. So first off, the VSS Devil's Food, flown by who is Xander Broda. On the right-hand side, we have Watch a Carronade. Left-hand side, Lumberflack with Hades, and a harpoon on the buttocks. We also have an old Junker. It's a Junker piloted by Cavallero. Left-hand side is Gat Mortar. Front is a Carronade. Right-hand side is Gat Mortar. And we also have the Friend Fish, which is getting shot all the crap. Dementio, aka Daniel, piloting that. It's a Watch-a-Fish, Watch-a-Fish with Carronades on the sides. Go ahead, Kirk.
The blue team, we have the Sky Slicer once again, which is a Mercury Artemis Permidian with a Gat Mortar side. Ooh, that's interesting. Next is the piloted by Admiral Obvious, which is a Lumberfish with a Flamer Banshee on the side. And finally, the Whoosh, piloted by Karhos, which is a Hades Permidian with Flamer Flare on the side.
By the way, folks, later on this evening, Payday 2.
Ooh, we've been doing a lot of that in the evenings, haven't we?
I keep trying to make it happen on a consistent basis, and it seems like half the time I fail miserably. Friendfish going right in on the Sky Slicer, a death charge into the blue lines. Sky Slicer is getting the better of this situation as Friendfish gets ripped apart by Crossfire.
I mean, he just walked into the belly of the beast. Sky Slicer retreated, whoosh, and Kirk as a butt just closed in on the maw. And I mean, Friendfish is actually doing a really good job escaping this. Wow.
That makes no sense.
I don't know why that happened. He just achievement get impress Kirk by running away. I mean, the blue team is now out of position and the red team is closing in. I would have liked to see them close in a little bit quicker, but they are a Junker and a Galleon.
Friendfish just hit the water and did a complete 180.
On purpose?
I don't know, but it worked out.
One of those things like, totally a tactical bounce. Absolutely.
Tactical bounce.
This is one of those plans Dan was talking about.
Yep. Old Junker is taking a lot of fire right now, including loading lumberjack shots into the old balloon from the Kirk's butt. Balloon is down, or rather, armor is down. Armor is down. Friendfish, though, all over the Voosh.
Yeah, Voosh is that double Hades, so he is not able to do much right now against the Friendfish and his Hwacha and his Carronades. And I mean, we're just seeing a little bit of direct fire damage go into the hull on the Friendfish, but just no match for that full-on Hwacha takes out all the guns.
Devil's Food is trying to get a better angle on the Kirk's butt, but they have run into the edge of the map, lining up those ever so perfect lumberjack shots from Kirk's butt. Kirk's butt.
I guess last week you're the one who got ratted out on, so it's my turn to take a little bit of abuse from Admiral. Like, it's only fair.
Yay,
Well,
I get next
considering the
week.
amount of times that I was a hero this week in Payday 2, yeah, you're damn well right.
Oh my gosh. VSS Devil Food taking some heavy Artemis mortar stuff. He's losing about half of his perma hull. However, the old Junker is doing a little bit of return fire on the Sky Slicer. Whoosh! Goes down. Friend fish just plugs that Hwacha right into him.
That's the first kill of this matchup, of this game rather. Red team goes up 1-0, but can they get another one? They are deep inside blue territory, from what I know. This could cause problems if a good respawn comes in from the Voosh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not quite familiar enough with this map to know where the spawns are, but I would imagine there would be one at least in this area for that other blue ship to spawn in on and turn.
Right
Oh, look at that.
there.
Wow.
They're
That
just going
is-
to turn a little bit to the right, get a solid angle on the Devil's Food, and start laying in while the Sky Slicer continues to distract them. Look at that. Perfect range. They're getting closer, though. Voosh is actually getting a little too close for comfort in this situation.
Oh, it doesn't matter. That wasn't a ram. I was a little far away. I thought he was closer, and he was going for that ram, but he just swings around the side. Good finish off. Old Junker. Ooh, those are some good Hades shots going in the hull at that
Oh, yeah.
range. Wow, that was really good.
Oh, yeah. Old Junker is going to be in a bit of trouble here if they continue taking this fire. Kirk's butt, though, completely disabled.
Yeah, he's taking a couple watches from the friend fish, and that's definitely showing. He has no guns. His balloon just goes down. Skykiller's coming in to give him a hand, but I don't know that he's down. That watch is going into the hole now. Is he going to be able to finish it off? Not quite.
It's not there.
He
Look
is
at this
just-
fire.
But the ram goes into the balloon, unfortunately.
Look at this fire coming in from the blue team, too. The friend fish has taunted them all game so far. It escaped their grasp so easily, first off. They want to finish this goldfish off.
Wow,
The old
they are
Junker,
just
though,
dodging Hades so well. Rob, where's my you can't touch this button?
that's copyrighted.
Oh,
Yeah.
just can I do a cover for you guys?
No. Friend fish just barely getting away. It has lost a couple engines, though. Oh, its armor is down. Sky Slicer loading Banshee shots into that exposed hull. Armor does come back up, though. Balloon is still down. Old Junker, in the meantime, has a lot of problems. A lot of problems. That Lumberjack doing immense amounts of damage.
There goes the
Zoosh,
hull. Lots of
Look
explosive
at that.
damage coming in. One more shot and Old Junker is done for. Is the hull going to come up in time?
Oh, yes.
Yes, there it goes. That double Hades only starting to connect now that the hull is back up. They are in arming time. That doing next to nothing, but that Lumberjack is more than making up for that. Just a couple more shots and Old Junker will be done for. Friendfish
There
coming
goes
back
that.
in once again. He has done his traditional run just far enough away that they stop shooting me, and I'm going to turn around and engage again. But this time he's into 3v1, and he's been taking that chip off the perma, and that's all it takes to finish him off.
3-1 in favor of the blue team. I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that the red team did do a death charge into the blue team spawn area.
Yeah, I mean, when you run into the spawn, that usually ends up turning very well for one team and very poorly for the other team. Whether you're able to force a meat grind scenario as the charge-ing team, or very quickly get back into the fight as the charge-ed team, it usually goes pretty extreme in one way or the other. You see the balanced matches and the closer, give and take when engagements happen closer to the middle of the map.
If you charge into your enemy's spawn, you either have to be supremely confident you can out-brawl them on the long term, like play the long game against them in Brawl, or you have to have a death wish.
Pick one.
You have two choices. One, rarely if ever, is actually true. The other is almost always true.
Yeah, but when you are able to just absolutely out-brawl the other team, smash them in the ground with your blender fish, mortar out the remainder of their hull, flame lock that one poor soul, and just continue hammering them, and just as they respawn, hammer them again, you can get a very quick punishing large group of kills.
Blue team holding up in the far southeast corner of the map. Red team is closing the distance quickly, but again, they're being very aggressive in this situation. If they do close this distance, they will once again be fighting within, at least, the range of blue team spawns.
I mean, although red team, they're not running directly in. They're not going from the middle to the side. They're cruising around. They're cruising around the sides. So they will be coming in on blue team's flank. And, you know, Kirk is a butt is a little low on perma. So if they focus on him, they might be able to take him down and then start putting some serious damage on one of the other ships before he respawns.
Looking over the map, once again, red team is going to be the aggressor in this situation. Blue team has a pretty decent setup, all things considered. That lumberjack's going to be able to do some good work from this range. Friendfish, realizing it's overextended itself, pulls back into a defensive position between some of these rocky crags.
Yeah, I mean, red team definitely not being as aggressive as I initially thought. They are, you know, we're seeing a little bit of a trade-off here. I don't quite remember off the top of my head which team has the better long-range setup. But, I mean, we'll see who's got the better setup and the better skills if red and blue team do hold out near their respective hardcovers.
Kirk's butt is definitely going to be the ship to watch in this situation. It has that lumberjack available to it. It's going to need to control the old junker and the devil's food in this situation, while Friendfish is going to be the brawl ship.
Oh, but he's making a really stealthy approach. This clouds are giving him all the cover he needs. It looks like Voosh has spotted him, but doesn't have actual spots on him, giving him a couple extra seconds to close distance while his allies come along the other side.
Ooh.
Good watch to disable. No more front guns on the Voosh. However, Kirk is a butt is spinning about now to put a little bit of fire on him. All the blue ships are turning on the Friendfish, giving the other two red ships an opportunity to come in. This is the exact same strategy we saw the first time. We'll see if it works better for them.
This is absolutely the opportunity red team wanted to work with here. They should get at least one kill off the situation. The question is, can they continue to capitalize? Look at this devil's food coming in full blast.
Wow,
already in brawl.
That was some great maneuvering by the Friendfish. They were able to get up over the Voosh, spin around quite elegantly, and just knock the most vulnerable side of the Pyramidion so full of watch it took out pretty much everything.
Voosh getting loaded up by the watching carronade on the galleon, the devil's food. Voosh is knocked out.
Kirk is a butt appears to be the target while Voosh is just trying to scrap together whatever repairs that they can. Sky Slicer is hanging out with that Merc Artemis, but are they hanging out too far? They're not landing as many shots as they need to really keep these red ships disabled.
It's important to be defensive in this kind of situation, but you also need to consider, what am I doing for my team right now? They're far enough away, and they have a difference in angles to the point where I think they aren't doing a good enough job of supporting their teammates.
Voosh has, you know, low guns, low armor, low balloon. However, they are cruising out of range of the Devil Food's brawl side, but we're probably going to see him turn that longer range side any second here and just start nicking the Voosh and the Sky Slicer.
Kirk is a button. Friendfish still brawling.
Yeah, it's taking a while for Kirk as a butt to really
look at this though. Friendfish has actively given Kirk is a butt the range they needed to make their lumberjack that much more effective. They are outside of arming time, and now Kirk's a butt can sit back and just ping people with that lumberjack.
Yeah, and I mean, you see him doing that right now. I mean, lumberjack shots take a couple to start landing, but I mean, once they do, we're seeing a couple more consistent shots. Friendfish noticing this now, trying to get around the stalagmite to avoid that deadly lumberjack. I think he just tried to mix up the Pyramidion standoff so that the junker and the galleon could get in
Devil's
close.
Food going in for a galleon ram, missing the Sky Slicer.
Oh, he nicked him. He didn't hit them as hard as he could have, but he got a nick off. He is definitely taking the worst of this ram, though. He's getting galling plugged into him. These Hades are starting to land now. He's sitting pretty now, but probably won't be for too long.
Goomba Stomp on Friendfish coming up. Possibly?
Kirk is a butt is doing something. No, they are not going for a Goomba Stomp. Kirk is a butt wants to stay as far away from the friendfish as possible. They are trying to load lumberjack shots into that balloon, but watch shots all over the front cone of Kirk-is-a-Butt. Don't actually get any disables, though.
Sky Slicer loses hull. That heavy flak comes in just a little too late to really do some damage. And now the hull is down, and I believe the heavy flak might still be reloading. No, it is not. Ouch. That was a heavy hit. Almost killed the Sky Slicer in a single shot. That was probably charged rounds. Sky Slicer went from full perma to nothing.
He's a disastrous cough away from falling apart there.
Yeah, I mean, once that hull goes down, it'd be easy to just Gatling finish him off. Very easy. So if the old Junker moves in now, they're probably able to finish the Sky Slicer off. That was a beautiful, beautiful shot.
This is a very slow standoff kind of game, folks. Neither team is able to commit without the full group. Old Junker's armor does go down. Sky Slicer has a very good angle on them. They're taking off chunks of armor in single salvos. Voosh coming in to help support them. It looks like Voosh and Sky Slicer both turned their attention straight on to Old Junker. Old Junker, in the meantime...
Kirk-is-a-Butt loses hull, goes down. Friendfish stomps him out.
Blue team only leading by 1 point now, 3-2. Old Junker could go down here. Gatling fire loading into the Voosh as they chase the Old Junker. They're inside arming time for those Hades. You have to be careful about that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess those Pyramidian pilots just always go in for the Rams, which is not always the best option depending on your front gun. Melon. I mean, it is doing that fire damage, which was able to strip the armor eventually, but they could have finished them off a lot sooner if they were further away.
Voosh did back up just a little bit, getting some good Hades shots rather on the Old Junker, but Friendfish comes in with the Hwacha, gets some very good disables on the Voosh, and now Friendfish nose cone to nose cone with the Pyramidian.
Looks like the Galleon was able to finish off the other Pyramidian, tying this up 3-3. However, Old Junker is very, very, very much close to death.
Not what the blue team wants. Red team has been able to march back into their spawn and do what they wanted to do previously, which is control this fight from a moderated standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, Kirk-is-a-Butt is hanging out way, 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 way back. Like, are those Lumberjacks even going to be able to hit at this range? That would be really impressive.
That was a Goomba Stomp. Friendfish gets a Goomba Stomp kill on the Voosh.
Wow.
Sky Slicer all alone in a 2v1. Kirk-is-a-Butt starting to send those Lumberjack shots in, but are they going to be enough in this situation to save the Sky Slicer? Kirk-is-a-Butt is about to get angled out from arcs rather on the Friendfish, although he is moving forward actually very quickly.
I mean, those goldfish, they can move quick, and usually you see a lumberfish going full reverse. This one is going full ahead to try to take out the Old Junker. It looks like the Voosh has spawned into some pretty good arcs on him. He's going to be in a 2v1 while the Devil's Food and the Friendfish try to finish the Sky Slicer.
This game definitely stretching on for just a little bit here.
Yeah, it's a slow Evo to goodie, as engagements are very quickly flipping between both teams. No reckless moves. Everyone's playing very conservatively. Oh, ooh. Heavy flak lands quite well indeed. 2 shots. That's all it takes. Heavy flak, such a powerful weapon.
Amazing shots there. Those Devil's Food flak shots were absolutely on target. Now Kirk-is-a-Butt trying to get Lumberjack shots on Devil's Food before the approach begins. Balloon does go down on the Galleon, but I don't think that's going to deter them too badly.
Hwacha goes a little wide on Kirk-is-a-Butt. Now that's 14 seconds before the Friendfish is going to be able to shoot again, while Devil's Food takes definitely the worst of this. That Lumberjack has got his balloon down. Those Hades have got his hull down to about half. He's hurting.
Old Junker is holding back just a little bit. Friendfish and Devil's Food push the lines.
That was a great disable. Those first couple of Hwacha shots did land and take out both front guns on the Voosh, pulling as much pressure as the Devil's Food off as was needed. Hull's coming back up. Balloon's at about half now. See if he's able to turn this around on the Kirk-is-a-Butt before the Sky Slicer comes in to do more damage. The Whoosh is currently engaging the Friendfish in a 1v1, while a 2v2 happens between the Old Junker, the Devil's Food, Kirkus Butt, and the Sky Slicer. I think the blue team has the advantage here because the red team is at half or lower on almost all of their perma-holes. So they're going to have...
Folks, I answered a question in game there. Old Junker is in a bit of a bind with Kirkus Butt hitting with those lumberjack shots. Old Junker does lose their balloon, but Friendfish right there with a broadside.
Friendfish has been doing a lot of flanking this match. He's been leaving other... Oh, he pinned him up against the little stalagmite. Got his hole down. Can he get that Watching a Bear before it comes back up? I don't think so. Should be coming back up any second now. This hole is down for a long time. Are they going to pay for it?
Hades shots raining in on the Friendfish.
Wow. That hole was down a long time in the Kirkus Butt. They're lucky it took the Friendfish as long as it did for him to turn his Watcher. But I'm really liking the tactics by the Friendfish. A couple of times he has disabled all the guns and engines on the ship that he's been engaging and turned to hit someone else while they were repairing, and has turned around a couple engagements for his allies.
Friendfish moving in on the Whoosh. Kirkus Butt. Are they inside arming time? No, they're not. They're just barely.
Now they are. Even those greased rounds are not able to slow down the projectile enough for that to arm. Friendfish is going to unload that Hwacha, takes out the front gun and one of the side guns, one of the engines, but he's still, a 2v1 is still in a 2v1.
Old Junker is just a little too far off to assist the Friendfish. Armor is down on the Goldfish right now. No lumberjack shots yet from Kirkus, but I'm wondering why exactly. That was a very, very good time. Possibly get a lumberjack shot or two in. Did not happen though. Bump on the Friendfish from the Whoosh. Old Junker is in this fight though. It is now a 2v2. Whoosh may start getting the worst end of this if pressure comes in from Old Junker. We did just lose the Devil's Food to the Sky Slicer though.
And that was a slow kill with that Merc Artemis just chipping him down piece by piece by piece, but he just had no guns to shoot back with. But now you have got a Galleon spawning in any second now with full health. Xander's brought Moonshine, I know that for a fact, so he's going to be coming in with extreme prejudice for revenge.
Whoosh is going down to Gatling and Carronade fire. Friendfish and Old Junker get the kill. 6-4 in favor of the red team.
Yeah, I mean, Kirkus Butt is targeting the Friendfish, but if you just knew how low the Old Junker has been for a very long time, Old Junker's been doing great hanging on to that last little bit of perma hull that he has. So definitely props to that pilot and that engineering team.
Kirkus Butt, Sky Slicer, and Whoosh all holding back just a bit in this situation. I believe they do want to play conservative when it comes to getting into an engagement in this situation. Friendfish and Old Junker, though, pushing the line here against Kirkus Butt.
The Devil's Food is coming in as fast as it can. It is using that Moonshine I mentioned. His first thing that he's going to run into is the Whoosh. The only question is the Friendship and the Old Junker going to be able to hang on long enough for the Galleon to get in here and really start wrecking people? Red team only needs one more point for the victory.
Both these red ships, though, they're not in good shape. The Sky Slicer does have a Gat Mortar Junker on its butt, but they're going to be out of range here shortly. And it looks like Friendfish is taking the worst end of this engagement by a long shot. Crossfire happening between all three blue ships. Armor could go down here in just a moment. It does go down. Hull is getting taken apart.
Oh, but
Friendfish bumping against multiple ships, but did they get out of this scot-free?
No, definitely not. Those Hades just go and manage to finish them off. Kirkus Butt got harpooned by the Devil's Food, spin them around backwards while he spins in that close range side. Watcher goes off. Carronade is going out. This might be the last kill that the red team needs, but Kirkus Butt is quickly leaving arcs of the effective range of that Carronade. I think he's escaped for now, while the Devil's Food has to turn its attention to the Whoosh, else risk losing hull and armor.
Old Junker does get the better of the Sky Slicer. Armor is down on that Pyramidion. Mortars were not timed well, though, in this situation. Old Junker had an open opportunity to hit that hull. Mortars did not hit during that time period, though. Armor did come back up.
Kirk is a butt. I don't know why he's so close with that lumberjack, why he hasn't backed off even more. Takes that Hwacha, manages to keep his front gun, but loses the balloon to that carronade. The Voosh laying down Hades. Hull has dropped a couple of times, but minimal perma damage to the Devil's Food. All the blue ships are focusing on him right now, and he is doing what Callians do best and just tanking the crap out of everything.
I can only imagine he's on full repair in this situation while Old Junker tries to get a kill. Voosh, though, getting the better of the Old Junker in this situation. Those Hades shots raining in on that easy-to-hit balloon, and even the armor, even the hull right now.
Yeah, we're
getting hits.
I'm getting some good direct hits on the hull, but I mean, they're inconsistent. I'd rather see consistent hits on the balloon than inconsistent hits on the hull.
Absolutely. Old Junker missing a couple engines, too, while Voosh... Where's Voosh? Voosh is trying to deal with the Friend Fish's disables. They have fresh hull and weapons ready to go. We did just lose the Old Junker. It's 6-6. Next kill gets the win.
Oh, I mean, Kirk is a butt and the Sky Slicer have good arcs on the Devil's Food. The Devil's Food has a lot more perma than the both of them, maybe even combined with the shape that these.
Voosh's armor is down. If Hwacha shots come in here right now, it will spell death. Voosh, armor gone, finishing with the Goomba Stomp.
That was good. I mean, a combination of the hard water and the Hwacha was just able to get that Piri down to nothing before there was enough time to get the hull back up. Finally, bringing this engagement to a close. Long
I would
match.
strongly recommend water softeners for anyone who owns this stretch of land.
Drop a couple in.
Just a few.
I don't know. I don't even know how this fish swimming at. It's like a brick.
It's like a brick hard castle.
Oh, good tie-in.
Boom.
Good match. A little drawn out, but very, 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 very close.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today here at twitch.tv/The Rob and Dan Show, as well as in-game in the Iron Fork of Friday lobby. We're going to close things down just a little early tonight. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here. Be here tomorrow for the Aerodrome, 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time is the time for that. Thank you to Rob for all of the wonderful sound effects.
Too much fun, Rob. Too much fun.
A little too much fun. I hate kids.
Achievement get. Despise children.
Get all the achievements.
And thank you to Kirk.
Kirk here.
For being here as well. We appreciate you.
Better late than never.
We will see you guys both Saturday and Sunday. Saturday for the Aerodrome. Sunday for the Sunday Community Skirmish. I will be casting that day, most likely with Brick Hardcastle. I do believe you'll be back with Oracle that day, correct? Correct.
I don't know. I do what I'm told. I go where I'm told to go. I'm not in the decision making for most of those things.
As Lewis Black would say, you're kind of like a dancing monkey.
That's exactly what I am.
There
Kirk,
you
talk
go.
on the mic.
Okay. I got this.
Okay.
You can handle this.
I can talking. I do it
There
sometimes.
you go. Folks, stick around later on today, probably in a couple hours here. We're going to have some Payday 2 for you.
Ooh,
Payday 2.
that's always fun.
Get mad!
Get mad. Exactly.
I don't want to get mad. I want to rob stuff.
Get mad for not getting paid.
No, we're gonna get paid. We're gonna get the pay on the day. No, I can get mad if we have to escape. That's when I get mad.
You know who else might be getting paid?
Is that where you're going with that one?
No, actually, I didn't hit that button.
I hit that button.
No, I was actually going to say
John Romero.
the only button we haven't pressed tonight.
Yeah, that's one we haven't.
Damn it! That was the other one we missed.
You failed.
No, we clicked on that one. Oh gosh, that's creepy. Is that just like special
That's
Halloween
appropriate,
Snoopy?
though. We didn't hit that one either. Okay, never mind. My joke failed miserably. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight here at twitch.tv/The Rob and Dan Show. Make sure you give us a follow. Make sure you stay tuned later tonight for Payday 2 with some of the cakes. As well as other friends of the show. For Rob, I almost said for Dan. I'm Dan. For Kirk.
I'm stupid, more like.
And for Jacob, I am Dan. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful night.
Happy birthday.